there everyone, and welcome back to my next episode on the Welsknight Patreon server. I am Mar, and we are once again here in the market area of our base, and I have finished the redstone delivery system for our poppies and iron. So let's take a look at that. It's really really basic design. I'm sure most of you, if not all of you, have seen it before. I went with 4 double chests for each type, because, I mean, realistically, that should last a while, at least for the poppies. It's kind of cramped back here. We've got our delivery system coming along in here. There is a item elevator right there with water pushing the items into this first hopper, which then passes it along through the hopper chain. We've got the sorter right here with our poppies and our iron in the first slot. We've also got a spiral staircase here in the corner that just leads up to an empty attic in case we ever want to do something with the area. Probably not, given the time constraints we are under, but, you know, when the download comes, and if you guys end up checking out my base, feel free to, you know, do what you want. Going back down, as you may have noticed in the brief moment where we were outside, maybe, there we go, I have laid down some cobble and some oak, kind of just marking out where I'd like houses to be. Now, I tried to do some of them, like this one, for example, which may be just ridiculously weird, but I tried to come up with some relatively interesting shapes. Some of them are more basic, and most of them are pretty cramped in here. I mean, there's a one wide walkway right here. But it's more for the outside appearance rather than the interiors. And I tried to give them at least one decent sized room in the house, if at all possible. Some of them, like I have this one here and one on the other side, where it's actually going to be 2 sections that are connected by like a walkway, so that you can kind of walk underneath part of the roof. But it is technically going to be considered one house. And then we've got some larger ones. This is pretty good size, a less interesting shape, but much bigger. We've got this one that's pretty large. This one's small, but it's got kind of an interesting shape with 2 bits that jut out here and a bit that juts out there. And I plan on putting the house or the door right here. This one is the other one where we've got 2 sections that are going to be connected. And then just like a small basic shape right over here. I couldn't even fit it all the way over because of the wall right there. So I think what I'd like to do is to do a time lapse. I actually have my camera account logged in, and you may have just, I don't know if OBS will pick it up or not, but I've got my camera account over there where the carrot and potato farm are, and I just heard a villager picking up things, so maybe you did too, I don't know. I'm going to have to move my camera account up here, of course, so that it has good vantage of the area, and I have to switch over my main account to my laptop where I will be doing the actual building. So let me get all of that set up, and we will be right back, and we can hopefully in this time lapse get all of these houses done. So I will get right at that, and I will be right back. Welcome back, everybody. I hope you enjoyed that time lapse. I recorded for about 2.5 hours, during which I just watched some TV on the side. Oops, looks like I forgot to take down some scaffolding. I had to, of course, compress it down quite a ways so that it would fit inside the time that I wanted to dedicate to this. Mar, I need your building help, because building is hard. Inspire me, please. Oh, Angel. Oh, boy. Poor Angel. Having problems. I can relate. I can relate. So I turned 2.5 hours down into 7 minutes, and, at least during the first portion, my internet was struggling to keep both accounts on at the same time anyway, so if it was a little hinky-jinky, I'm sorry about that. There wasn't really anything I could do to prevent it, but hopefully it turned out okay. I also had to chop out quite a bit, because the further I, shortened it... Okay, random blocks just lying on the ground. The further I cut it down and everything, or sped it up, I guess I should say, the worse the hinky-jinky got. So I ended up just cutting out portions of the time lapse so that it would fit the time and not look absolutely horrible. Now, all of them are pretty much done as far as the first layer and the roof. Now, as you can see, I left these portions open, mostly because I couldn't really get a good camera angle on them, so I figured, you know what, I'll just do those later. And also the last set of houses down here, I actually ran out of oak. The oak I'm holding right now is pretty much all I have left. So I need to go chop down some more trees and you know, figure out how I'm going to do the roof for these two houses here. And then, of course, we have to do our general decor, you know, with the bushes and the hidden lighting and all of that. And I'm sure there are going to be parts of these streets that are still too dark, so I'll probably put in a couple trees or lampposts. There's one area, I think it was right here, that I thought maybe would be a good place for, like, a well or something like that, because I don't think I actually have a well anywhere in the game so far. Just fountains, which I guess it works as far as using like an infinite water source for me is concerned. But in the lore, it would make sense to have a well somewhere here. Now, of course, this area out here will have like stations, the market stalls, and all that. So, but that'll come later. It looks like Angel needs some help though, so I'm going to cut and I'm going to go check it out, and then I'll be back in a little bit and we can spend the rest of the episode working on these buildings here. So give me a little bit and I'll be right back. And welcome back, everyone. It's actually been a couple hours. I have just been over here to update the map of our base. And as you can see, we've got 2 trees that we placed. There's actually another one hidden over here. And I've gotten these little plus sign looking things are the little lampposts that I use to help with the lighting. I've got a couple of those in. Most of the torch spam is gone. This area has a little bit of torch spam, and then pretty much all of this stretch along the front is still torch spam, but that's where I'm planning on putting the market area itself, you know, with the stalls and whatnot, the booths. I think I'd like to put a well over here. I went with a tree here and a tree over here, and I think this area here would be a good place for a well. Though we won't probably work on that today, because like I said, it's been several hours since the last clip. I went over and helped Angel just brainstorm some ideas for his base. And then I got very sidetracked and ended up doing quite a bit over here, like I was saying. Hello, Elytra, stop it! With the trees, and I did some bushes around here. I had to go to the gold farm to get more glowstone from our pigmen, trading pigmen over there, swapping out that zombie flesh for emeralds so that I can buy glowstone. So that's all done. The bushes are all done all the way around. I think, other than the fountain that I want to, or not fountain, the well that I want to put over here, Chunk, thank you. I want to put the well here, like I said. Other than that, I think all of this area is done. Now the houses are still empty, and they're gonna probably stay empty, to be honest. Like we've been talking. And there's not really anything in these alleyways or side streets or whatever you want to call them. But I think I'm okay with that. There's not really any need for anything out here. I mean, it looks a little plain, but I think it'll be fine, especially since we're under a time crunch. If I had more time, you know, I would of course do. Did I just hear a skeleton? I would of course. I did hear a skeleton. Is that spawnable up there? What? Where are you? Okay, he died. Let's check that out. Did I forgot to put buttons right here. I did indeed. How did I manage to do that? What in the world? Okay, well let's take care of that real quick. Buttons. I'm going to need more buttons than that. And I think I have some buttons made already. I don't. Oh. Okay. And maybe I left them in a different box somewhere? I mean, I guess that's fine. We'll just do that. Get rid of the ender chest. And let's see, is this the spawnable one? Yeah. That, and then that, and now it should be spawn-proof. Okay, well that's good to know. And it just occurred to me that that is spawnable, and I didn't even think about that. Really, Self? Where have you been? Where's my buttons? There they are. Let's see if I can't. I don't think I can make that. Ooh, come on. There we go. Yes! Button, 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 and... Ooh, there we go. Button, button, button. I didn't even think about those. I wonder if there's... Do I have ledges like that on the other side too? Ooh, you know what? Right here, probably. Ooh, nope, it's sideways. I don't want to be that way. No, no, stop! Oh, there we go. Let's see. Let's climb up there and fix this. Get rid of that, and put it like that. I bet it's that way all the way. Oh, it is. How in the world did I miss that? Really, Self? Really? I'm lucky that I haven't been getting all kinds of spawns up here. Like creepers. Ugh. I would not like creepers. Not at all. Whoop. That is not where that was supposed to go. Get away. There we go. Well, this was an unintended sidetrack. I can't believe that I forgot to put buttons up there. I mean, you can't see them from down here, and even if you like got up on top and looked at it, I mean, they blend in really well with the cobblestones, so it's very subtle, which I like. Am I hitting my head on that stupid tree? Stop it. Speaking of stupid trees, the one tree I was talking about that's over there that's hidden on the map by that thing, that tree right there, it's technically a large oak tree, and the way it spawned in, it kind of swallowed up one of my decorative hoppers, so that was kind of interesting to see. I had to trim back the leaves, something quite fierce actually, so that they wouldn't be swallowed up. Because, I mean, the fire tick is off, but it looks stupid. It doesn't look realistic at all. There we go. Alright, now we should be spawn-proof. I can't believe I was working in this area the entire time and I never once had a spawn up there. Whatever, I guess. Whatever. Anyway, so my plans, because we're about to wrap this episode up, my plans are to build a well over there and start putting in the market stalls pretty much, not really up here. They'll probably run to about right here. And then they'll probably end. So pretty much from here all the way in here, up against the walls in this section, pretty much where you see this, where you see the torch spam, as well as over here on this side in this area, and along the staircase there. And in doing so, I will be removing the torch spam as I go, of course, and I will also have to think about ways to get rid of the torch spam in here, because we still have quite a bit of it. I'm not sure what exactly I'll come up with, but I know I'll need to come up with something to do away with that. And then I think the base is to a point of completion that I would be satisfied with for the purposes of the tour, the world tour, server tour, season tour, whatever you want to call it. As soon as we finish this section here with the market and everything, I'm going to be switching over to the end island, and getting that done. If I have time after that, there's a couple other things that I would like to get to. One of which is my end hub, or my nether hub, and the other being the last few empty spots back at the villager town over by the community farms. If you remember way back in the early season when we were working on that. But those are things that the hub and the villager town are low men on the totem pole, as the saying would go. So I think, let me quickly cut. Let me see how we are at with the time, because I am running up close to bedtime, and I still have to edit and render the episode and get it going. So let me quickly check, and I'll be right back. Alrighty, everybody. I have taken a look at our time, and we're roughly around 20 minutes at this point. Unfortunately, I don't think we really have time to get any more work done, because I really do need to get the episode ready to upload tonight. And I've been working so hard on the base that I haven't really eaten any proper meal since breakfast, and I'm famished. So we're gonna call it here. I'm gonna go and fill my face, and I guess we'll see where it takes us from there, with the future episodes and probably the last 2 weeks of the season. So I hope you've enjoyed the episode. I hope you liked the time lapse and the progress we've made on the base, and I hope you keep coming back for more. But until next time, I hope you have a fantastic time, and I will see you later. Bye!